welcome back to Let's Play The Silent Age, Chapter 7, The House. Abstract painting. It's a triangle made of cubes, going in circles. Like, going in circles? Where do you see circles? It's a triangle, but it's not, oh, I get it. He means the legs are three-dimensionally in a circular. Okay, never mind. I was thinking something different. Not much there except a box of matches. These could come in hand. Oh, there's only one left in the box. Of course, because otherwise I could keep it after I use it, which would completely break everything. It's like Link and Keys. Starburst clock. Can I eat it?
Boy.
A wine opener. It's also known as a corkscrew. Not a curve in it, but it's going in circles. Dust print for a rifle. Yeah, he's probably in the house with a rifle. Because he knows I'm here. Doesn't know who I am. Stack of books. It's pretty dark in here, but I'm positive these are all the same book. Really thick ones. Doubt he'll notice. Barely make it out, but it looks a lot like the other paintings in here. I was hoping it would play out of tune if I did it enough times. Piles and piles and piles of books. Aha! Those old books really did the trick. Quest for fire. What was the point in that? Warm and cozy. Rug. Trapdoor under the rug, I bet. Yes! Use a corkscrew in the wood to act as a handle. There's a ladder leading to a basement of some kind. He's probably hiding in the basement, curled up in a corner with a rifle, terrified of the strange man that's invaded his house. It's a lot of wine for just one guy. There's a bottle missing. Oh no. It's locked, but it doesn't feel too solid. Then shoulder charge it. Spherical contraption. Never seen anything like this. It looks like a diving bell or a submarine. It's a time bell. Blueprints for a time machine. I don't exactly have an engineering degree, but it says so on the drawings. Light bulb. It's a tanning bulb. I guess even sides. Oh. How much do you want to bet? Nope.
No.
I thought maybe it would, like, reveal something in a different type of ink. Kind of like the black light bulb thing. Use bulb with shelves, yes. Aww. Can I go back upstairs then? Nope. Thought maybe I could put it in the light over there. I sort of imagined I'd come in here and he'd be standing there with a rifle. Who are you and what are you doing in my house? You from the future came back in time and told me to come find you. Oh, like anybody would buy that. Nobody's gonna fall for that. Use tanning bulb with contraption. I think this thing needs more than just a light bulb. just a regular desk lamp. Trash can. Can't even walk by a trash can anymore without checking if it needs emptying. I can sympathize with that. You work as a cashier long enough, and every time you hear a store's door open, you almost spin around and welcome them. Yeah, I can see the scratch marks on the floor. I think I need to put something there to open it. Floor marks. Looks like this shelf has been moved a lot. Yes, it has. Meh. There's a bottle missing from the shelf. Floor plans of the house with a lot of handwritten notes. Looks like Lambert is planning a lot of renovations. And innovations. Light bulb on piano. It's a piano, I don't need a bulb for that. I think I've seen enough. Besides, it won't work without a socket. Light bulb with fire. These things explode, and I have enough problems without also having to worry about my face being full of splintered glass. Applied Physics and the Many Worlds Conundrum, a primer by Reginald Lambert. Ooh, he's not going to be happy I chucked a bunch of these in the fire. He just keeps a bunch of his book around, so if anybody wants a copy. Can I go back outside? I guess not. When is this bulb for? Holy smokes, that's bright. Hey, oh! Tanning bulb. Duh. I did not think of that. A barrel? It's like some sort of water collection system. He's growing fruit and a stick. Yay, a stick. Can I use time machine down here? Aha. A lot lighter than I thought it would be. Oh wait, it's one of those extinguishers that needs to be filled with water first. It's locked. And didn't this door used to be wood? Yes, those are the renovations he was talking about. Let's go into the next... Ooh! Let's go see what the time machine looks like. Spherical contraption.
Wow.
This is really something. According to those blueprints, this was Lambert's first version of the time machine. Looks completely abandoned, though. Ah. Safety first kind of guy, but seems a tad early to start adding a fire extinguisher to this. Well, what I'm trying to do is turning the fire extinguisher turning a fire extinguisher flammable. Brilliant! You've outdone yourself this time, Joe. In fact, you better start writing your Nobel Prize acceptance speech. Well, I thought maybe if I filled it with oil, I could spray the vines, light the vines. Ooh, I have an idea. Use twig on door. I'll have arthritis by the time I get through the door with a twig. Area man bangs on extinguisher, receives face full of shrapnel. Even if there were any papers left to write about it, no headline is worth all that. This fire extinguisher with fire. Extinguisher's out of water. Besides, it's just starting to warm up in here. I'm not in a hurry to put the fire out already. Water collection system. Well, what am I going to do with it? Can't reach it. I'm not sure what I'm going for here. It made a different sound. Nope, okay. Thought maybe I could go outside. Barrel. It's an empty barrel. Vegetables. What's in the fireplace? Looks like it's been a while since it saw any use. No need, he's already got an irrigation system going by the looks of it. It's just starting to warm up in here. I'm not in a hurry to put the fire out just yet. Same message, just minus the no water part. Wait. Nope. Nope. Well, I thought maybe. I don't know what I was thinking. Fire extinguisher with spherical thing. Worrying about whether this thing has an extinguisher on board is a bit much. Oily twig. What do I need an oily twig for? I mean, my thought would be to set it on fire, take it with me into the future, and I highly doubt that. Okay, whatever I had in mind with this, I better get to it quick. Really? Okay, burning twig. Take it to the future and hope it don't burn up. Burning twig vines! Go! Oh, that worked a little better than I thought it would. Was stuck in there pretty good, but I got it. I think the fire did most of the work. Now we can hack through that door that doesn't look too sturdy. Or... piano, 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 piano. Guess that's one way to get Lambert's attention and likely get shot. I'm no vandal. Are you? Aren't you? Use the door. I broke the axe. Everything breaks everything. Lava lamp. I like lava lamps. They're so pretty. I didn't think you'd take it with you. Can we take the aquarium too? Somebody's taking good care of this fish. Electrical socket. Whoa. Was there a point to that? July 18th, 1972. No progress this week. 2 months of cold nights since that imbecile broke my bedroom door. And last night I nearly got mauled by a bear, so I finally caved and put steel doors. I'd like to see him blunder his way through these. Still, I must admit he gives an entirely new meaning to the term idiot-proof. July 3rd, 1985. It's the math. There's no fighting it. There's no way I'm going to reliably generate the 1.21 gigawatts required to power the current design. October 21st, 1993. Success! Using salvaged photo equipment I scavenged in March, I reduced the size of the circuits in the process by an order of magnitude. Once I redesign and reproduce the rest of the components, the thing should be able to run off a moderately sized diesel generator. December 31st, 1999. Well, here we are. Truth be told, I never imagined I'd be celebrating the turn of the millennium on some pile of dirt in the middle of a swamp. Never been one for parties, but given the chance, I'd give anything to make a jerk of myself with a lampshade at some social gathering right now, rather than savoring the last moments of the year over yet another cabbage dinner and the last bottle of cheap Merlot. I feel like I skipped a piece now. Can I skip back to... Okay, I think I skipped a piece on this one, so let's see it. Come on. Scoot, scoot, scoot. I'm scrapping it, the whole thing. Time to start over. I'm going in circles and everything keeps bringing me back to the handheld device that idiot showed me. How in blazes did I accomplish that? Oh, he's talking about me. I see how it is. I'd probably be pretty grumpy if I slept in a bed this hard every night. Bed's hard as rock. That can't be good for a guy his age. A couple of notebooks in here. March 11th, 1971. Prepared a logbook to document my progress. This is just in case something happens to me and someone else needs to continue my work. It's been just under a month since I left Archon. From what little I've heard, they seem to be pushing ahead with more time travel trials, despite all the setbacks. Fools, every last one. June 16th, 1971. Preliminary build plans for my own homegrown version of the IPMCI are complete. The IPMM key, which will henceforth refer to as the time machine, should take me no less than 3 years to complete on my own, barring any setbacks, of course. Like a guy coming in your house with an axe? So what was the point of... I guess taking the lava lamp to the future let me read the notebooks?
Huh.
Wait. Aha. That's what I'm looking for. That's weird. This bottle isn't made of glass. Even the cork seems painted on. I believe that goes here. And that opens the door. There's a secret passage behind the shelves. Nope, told you he was waiting somewhere with a gun.
Stop right there!
Whoa, wait! Mr. Lambert, sir, it's me, Joe!
I don't know you. What are you doing in my house?
You sent me here, remember?
I've done no such thing. For an intruder, you're not very bright, you know that? For all the commotion you caused getting in here, you might as well have brought a bulldozer. Now, you have exactly 5 seconds to explain what you're doing here, or so help me God, I'm pulling this trigger and sending you on your way. 5.
I was sent here.
4.
By you!
3.
From the future.
You told me to find you, to warn you about the end of the world.
2.
You were old, with white hair, and you got shot. Oh, God, please don't shoot me, Mr. Lambert. This, you gave me this. It's an chrono. It's a time machine.
Oh, now you got his attention.
I gave you that?
Yes!
I've never seen anything like it. But on the back, that's my family signet. I made this. It's simply magnificent. I gave this to you? Why? Who are you?
Name's Joe, sir. I'm just a janitor at the Archon building. I found you in a room with a big, round door in the basement labs this morning, and you were dying. You said you'd come from 40 years in the future to stop the end of the world. I guess I was the only one around, so you gave me this and told me to find you and tell you all this, and I've been there. The future, I mean. A bunch of times. And you were right, Mr. Lambert. Everyone's gone.
My God, so it did come to pass. They really did it, those greedy goddamn bastards. I told them this would happen. Wait, I was dying? How?
You said you've been shot. I had to actually find you at the morgue to get this address.
Shot? By whom? No, wait. Don't say anything else. You succeeded in finding me, which means anything you tell me from this point on could alter the course of action that brought you to my doorstep. The less I know, the better. So, you've seen the future. What did you see?
It's like a bad dream, sir. Everyone's gone. Buildings are coming apart. It's all just quiet. What happened, Mr. Lambert?
It is Dr. Lambert. And considering all the effort you just went through to find me, not to mention bearing witness to the horrific outcome of the biggest breakthrough in the history of science, I suppose I owe you some kind of explanation.
Oh, joy. Why is it always a cat?
I was 24
Poor
when I
cat.
got hired by Archon, or Athena as it was called back then. Athena was one of the many weapons R&D companies formed during the Second World War. Unlike other R&D companies that had retooled themselves to pursue peacetime activities after the war, Athena had made enough money to continue chasing the next big thing in defense technologies. They were betting the farm on post-war Soviet expansion, raising the level of government paranoia to create a lucrative market for esoteric weapons research.
Exotic. Unusual.
I'd say they made the right bet. Still a theoretical physicist at MIT, my thesis on the possibility of time travel via dimensional membranes got published shortly after I was hired in 1961. Company heads were so impressed, they gave me a team and a budget. Development exceeded even my own expectations, and after only 6 years, we had the first primitive version of the time machine up and running. Our first successful trials involved sending simple objects into the future with a timed return. But with Archon running out of money, that was all the company bigwigs needed to secure a big fat contract with the Department of Defense.
Guess you could send a camcorder.
Apparently, we had sold them on the idea that the technology could be used to go back in time and strangle communism in its cradle. The reality, of course, was that it couldn't. Due to the laws of causality, you can't travel back in time beyond the point where time travel was invented. And sooner or later, we had to explain that to our benefactors.
More than likely, the law of causality is referring to is that if you go back further than the idea's conception, then you'd alter the thing that led you to create the idea, which means you wouldn't go back in time, which means that it would happen, so you would have a reason, so you would go back in time, and that may also be a grandfather paradox. I get them mixed up. There's many listed types of paradox.
When they started pushing for progress reports, Archon management had to come clean, but instead chose to ease government concerns by claiming the technology could be used to bring back advanced weapons from the future.
But if you brought back advanced weapons from the future, then that may cause those weapons to not have been invented, which, yeah.
But this, too, was a lie.
You're just milking them for money.
At this point, we'd already had our first of many human trials, and we knew there would be no weapons. In fact, our results were as terrifying as they were baffling. Time pilots returned frenzied and confused, raving about empty streets and human remains. At first, we assumed the city had suffered a Soviet attack in the near future and had been evacuated as a result. But as we pushed on further, the terrible reality became clear. Time pilots started returning fatally ill, dying within a day or two from painful convulsions. Some never returned. We lost several pilots, machine prototypes, and other equipment. When the first contamination erupted in the lab, we were completely unprepared, losing 3 lab technicians to what we later identified as an incredibly aggressive airborne virus.
Wait, doesn't that mean that I've brought it back with me?
Although we weren't equipped to handle biohazards of this magnitude, management insisted we contain and study it. To keep our pilots and the virus alive long enough to study, we co-opted experimental cryotechnology from another project, Lazarus, and established a makeshift virus lab.
Remember at the start of the game, the lab to the left was the cryo lab? Also, the Lazarus project refers to the idea of freezing people cryogenically and then reviving them later. Most often this idea comes up in terms of, say, you've got an uncurable disease, we'll freeze you, and if they ever find a cure, then we'll unfreeze you and cure you. Man.
Once again, the bigwigs managed to spin our setbacks into a success story for the Department of Defense, now claiming that the virus could be cultivated for use as a biological weapon. The team threatened to resign, but outrage was swiftly quenched by promises of massive salary increases and stock options.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't take the bribe. I'd witnessed the lethal efficiency of the virus firsthand. I knew there was only one way this was going to end, so I handed in my resignation and set up shop out here. For over a year I've been working to recreate the technology to bring me back in time and prevent mankind's extinction from ever happening. And now you're here, the harbinger of doom at my doorstep, wearing a boiler suit. Who could have imagined that Judgment Day would begin like any other Monday in May? In any case, unfathomable as it may be that you were able to bring this information to me, knowing is only half the battle. Preventing the outbreak will require more than just your tenacity.
Me? Wait, what?
Yes, I'm afraid I must rely on you one more time. You must go back to Archon and prevent the outbreak.
No, that's, I mean, I'm really honored and everything, but...
Believe me, you're the last person in the world I want to entrust with this, and I mean that quite literally. But by this time tomorrow, the entire city will have succumbed to chaos, panic, and death. You're here now, and you're all I've got.
Wait, but what about you? Can't you fix this, Doc? Don't you have a plan?
I can't go myself, because that would break the law of causality. The only reason you are here to warn me now is because I was there to send you. And the only reason I was there to send you is because I was able to bring my work to fruition here.
But...
We've no time to waste. It's the only way. You told me you found me this morning, correct?
Yes, but...
That means I failed to stop it, and the outbreak has already begun. The time pilot for today's trial must have brought the virus back from the future, which then somehow got out of the containment chamber and spread. That pilot is Patient Zero. I need you to destroy the supercomputer system controlling the time machine. All the research data is stored there too. You must destroy it before the time machine departs. I'm reconfiguring your device to send you back 1 day earlier. This should allow you ample time to return to Archon and get inside. On the other shore from here, about 500 yards down the road, is a rest stop. You'll find a van there, fueled and ready to go.
Oh, I already have a ride.
Which won't be there yesterday, you ninny. Now stop interrupting me. One last thing, and I need you to listen carefully because this is very, very important. Make sure you do not meet the earlier version of you.
Why? What will happen?
A lot of theoretical things.
No one knows for sure. It's one of the conundrums not yet accounted for. There are theories, of course. None of them pleasant.
One of the most popular theories is if that you and your past self came into contact with each other, the universe would cease to exist. But, as he said, many theories.
Now, let's get you ready.
This is a long episode. You're just nodding at each other. I see how it is.
How did I get myself into this? I nearly got killed trying to reach Dr. Lambert thinking he had a plan. And it turns out it's me. I'm the plan. At least I don't have to walk back. This van's not as cool as the ambulance, but it has its charm. And it sure was nice of him to pack me lunch.
At least now you're not being
I wish he'd pack me a can opener for the beans, though. And some gas for the Bunsen burner. But I'm sure I'll think of something. Got several hours of driving ahead of me after all. It'll be almost morning before I get to Archon. I just hope I have enough time.
the night before. Aha! There we go, now we can pause. I will see you next time.